Okay, hopefully I can stay on camera this time. So I noticed that the Color Street polishes were different, and a friend asked me about it because she said, look at the ingredients. The ingredients on the new Color Street is the same as the ingredients on Mineral Fusion. So sure enough, it's the same. Methyl acetate, isopropyl myristate. I'm not sure, I'm probably not saying that right. And then on this one it says bergamot black tea fragrance oil. So perfume and fragrance oil are not the same thing. So I'm gonna test these out. Now if you see, I have different things on different fingers. So these are like the same, these are the same, these are pretty close to the same, and these are the same, and these are the same. So I'm gonna test it on here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test the new and the old Color Street first. And then I'll test one of the Color Streets to the Mineral Fusion. So what I usually do is I have these clips here, and I'm gonna use different color clips so we don't get confused, although these are for my toes. So whoops, I don't have different colored clips of that. So anyway, okay. So I talked about this on the other one. I said, I hope that it sets up, because every time I've put on more than two, it kind of, do you see how it just like kind of lifts right there? And it's like lifting right here, and it's very pliable. And so it's not, I feel like maybe it didn't set up as well as it could have, which bugs me. And then when it comes off like this, I'm like, okay, right, it's time to remove it. So, I think my favorite was my thumbs on this mani. I really, really, really liked it. But we're gonna take it off. So we're gonna do these two fingers first. So I'm gonna put the new one on first, because it will be on for just like a second longer, right? Okay. So I already have these ripped apart, like that. And then we're gonna go like this. And I wanted to have a timer, but I feel like you guys could just look at the time stamp on the YouTube video. So it should be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one on this finger. And I'm gonna put this one on this finger. And then, hey Google, 1 minute timer.
Okay, 1 minute, starting now.
Because I really like the Color Street remover. I feel like it's about 1.5 to 2 times faster than the Mineral Fusion. And so what I do is I kind of wiggle it, right? Just to kind of work that fingernail polish remover into there. I ordered some of the Halloween sets, and it won't get here until next Monday. It didn't ship until Monday, and I ordered it on launch day. I was like, wow, that's a long time. I saw somebody already had their sets like yesterday. Quite a few people actually. Okay, so that's the timer. Hey Google, stop. So we put this one on first, which is the new one. You can tell because it's got French. And
Alright,
so,
stopping master speaker.
stop. Sometimes Google gets confused. Okay, so there you go. Now I knew that that wasn't gonna take it all off. Okay, it took off one layer. So I fold it and put it back on like that. So it took off a little bit more, maybe the same. Hey Google, 1 minute timer. I feel like this one doesn't hold it as tight as the pink does. Probably because it's the toe clip. That's a lot bigger. This one's like tight. I really like this color. So I think what I'm gonna do, probably not next time because I don't like to wear the same color back to back, but next time or at some point this fall, I'm gonna put Espresso Yourself, and then I'm gonna put that orange one that makes it look red, because I should get that same kind of ombre. It should go from like red to orange because it's brown and then black. And this has brown and black on it because I put the black underneath. So I'm kind of excited about that. Stop. Okay, let's see where we're at. Now normally I only have like 2 layers, right? So that's where we're at. We have just the black. Put it back on. I'm really hoping it works the same. It didn't smell the same to me though, so. And my husband said it smelled different too. Oh, look at that. It is a little bit more. See, normally I would just rub the rest of it off, but we'll put it back on. And then, so normally I do this with all of my nails, so it takes about 30 seconds or something. And then I'm ready to like come over here and just, so yeah, I feel like the old, or actually this is the new one. So the old one worked just a little bit, I feel like it's just a little bit faster. See, look at that. That makes me a little bit sad. See, the other side wasn't ready for me to do that. See? Let's see if we can repeat the results. I was gonna just compare it, but wow, okay. Let's make sure that we can do that. See, that's still not coming off. But maybe I got one wetter than the other one. That would definitely do something. I still have some black on there. Okay. So I'm gonna do the middle fingers. And these also have, so this one had like black, brown, and then the top. So 3 layers. And this one has more than that because I put like a leaf right there. So I'm gonna go like this. 1, 2. Whoa, sorry guys. One, 2. And I feel my fingers drying out, honestly, because, and we'll switch it and see, maybe it was the clip. I feel like my fingers are drying out because this stuff is just drying. I know it's not supposed to be, but I have really sensitive skin. I'm pretty sure I have eczema that's just mostly under control. I have to use hand creams often. And it's just dry here where I live. I live in the Pacific Northwest and it is dry here. Very, very, very dry. Hey Google, 1 minute timer.
Sure, 1 minute, and that's starting now.
It did rain today though, like it rained. Today and yesterday actually. And we had terrible air quality after it rained, which is odd. Like, it was fine for a couple of hours and then we had bad air quality. So I don't know if there's still fires or what, but I really hope that the air quality gets better because it's so nice out right now. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today. Perfect weather. Just perfect. I have not decided what I'm going to put on next. I don't even know if I'll play this video on YouTube before I do my next mani. I can't decide if I'm going to do Seattle Royale over that purple pink ombre, which the name escapes me right now what that is. Or if I want to do, stop. Okay, let's see. Which one did I put on first? Oh, I can't remember. I think it was this one. Okay. So here we go. Fold it over. Sometimes if there's a lot, I'll like put more nail polish remover on. Yeah, see, I feel like that still worked better. I feel like it's still, there's still more on this other side. And this is not on as tight as the pink one. Hey Google, 1 minute timer.
Okay, 1 minute. Starting now.
There's so many options right now. There's things that I said, oh, I want to do that. And I have inspo pictures and so many that I haven't done. Sorry, I keep moving you guys. So I have this thing that's holding my phone. It's like a little arm, but I feel like every time I move, the table moves and then the phone moves. So I apologize. You guys must have it on something else because I don't see it move hardly ever. Anyway, so tell me which set you like the best from the Halloween release. It said that the #1 set was Perfect Poison. Stop. Okay, let's do this one first. So we did the other one first last time. Almost all the way off. Okay. Not quite. We'll put it back on. I can feel it coming off. So I feel like that's more because, well, I mean, you saw it. This one also feels stickier. Yeah, this one might require more later. Whoops. Okay, I think it's pretty close. I usually have a little bit left and I go back over with another clean cotton ball. I have all this glue. Ugh. Normally I just do the whole hand, right? Okay, so let's do a new one because you can't get the old one, and let's do Mineral Fusion because they appear to have the exact same ingredients. And conspiracy theory, my husband said, well, a company can just order a product from another company and have them put it in their bottle or their packaging. So conspiracy theory, Color Street ordered Mineral Fusion and said, hey, I want like 1 million of these bottles, but put them in our bottles. And Mineral Fusion's like, sure, we can do that, no problem. and then they just still sell it, you know, for that markup, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do these 2 fingers so you can really see. This has some, it's like fuzzy stuff on it. I can do these 2, see if we can recreate. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. So I'm gonna open this one. I'm gonna open this one. And these smell, I feel like these smell more like each other than the old one. The old one has like a very, I can't explain it, like a strong after smell. So I don't need big ones for my pinkies. Sometimes they're not exactly in half. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna put this on my pinky. That is the wrong hand. Let's switch these, sorry. Okay. And then I am gonna put this one on my pinky because I can try putting that on there. Okay. I don't need to sit here and smell this any more than I need to. I also feel like these evaporate quickly if the lid is left open. So in between putting it on, I always put the lid back on, even if it's not like super tight, just not like open to the air, right? Hey Google, 1 minute timer. Okay, so this is Color Street and this is Mineral Fusion. I didn't think that would fit, but I guess maybe on my pinky it's small enough. These don't fit on my toes, but these don't fit on my big toes. So I had to get these just for the big toe. Oh, doing my toes is, yeah, it's not my favorite. It's super awkward. If you have any tricks for putting it on your toes or taking it off your toes, let me know in the comments. Because yeah, it's a little bit of work to get it off my toes, and it's a little bit of work to get it on my toes. I also thought it was really odd that all of the stylists use Mineral Fusion. Almost all of the ones that I saw on Facebook, stop, or I, you know, heard talking, or I saw any kind of nail-fee thing. So there's Mineral Fusion. I took it down to the brown. I'm trying to put that back on. We're like, oh yeah, I use Mineral Fusion. Oh, it just did the same. Okay. I tested this when I first got Color Street because I only got 1 remover, and I was like, I'm gonna see if it's really better. Okay. I wonder what that was. That was bird flew into my window. And they were all like, yeah, I use Mineral Fusion, blah blah blah, like that's the one. And so I tried it and I was like, yeah, it works better than the store stuff, because I was just using like Q-Tex or whatever, Q-Tex. Anyway, whatever it was, the one that I used didn't work very well because it took forever. Like I had to soak them for a long time. So yeah, I was like, this is, you know, okay, so now we're at the black. Oh, I can't get that off. It's like stuck in there. So, okay, so I do feel like Mineral Fusion did not work quite as fast because you can see it's a little bit more off. See? And rubbing it more, I'm getting more off. And when I rub here, it's not like coming off. So it still needs to soak. Oh, it's not the right color, sorry. But this one, I feel like this one's coming off. Like with every time I rub it. So that's good. That's good that the new one is still faster than the Mineral Fusion. mean, it smells like fingernail polish, remember? We'll see if we can recreate it. See, this one is finally now. So I feel like it took an extra 30 seconds to a minute to get it off. I mean, I don't know. You have to decide if that's worth the cost to you. Some people also feel like this one is more moisturizing than this one. I don't know. This feels oily to me. Like, I don't know if it's more moisturizing. I do feel like when I started using this one, I had a little bit less peeling than I did with this one. But I don't know why, because the ingredients are the same. So that doesn't really make sense. But whatever. Okay, let's see if we can recreate the results here. And this one has like a smaller opening, so I feel like I need to do whatever with it. Oh, and I put that on quicker. Oh well. There should be noticeable results, right? I can feel this getting more wet than I did the Mineral Fusion because it's all the way open. Let's see if I can put this on. That's like squeezing my finger to death. I don't know, guys, I don't know what to talk about. Cece talks and she just talks and talks and she's entertaining. And yeah, it takes a lot more than I thought it did to be able to do that. I mean, she's been doing this for years though. This is like my second video, right? Hey Google, 1 minute timer.
Sure, 1 minute, starting now.
I didn't know that they had these. I didn't know this was a thing, the toe one. And I didn't even know about these. When I first started using Color Street, I would just take it, I would try to take it off like normal. Oh my goodness, you guys, taking off double glitter, like just like you would take off normal polish, took forever. I was like, I am never doing this again. I remember telling my stylist, I was like, this takes a really long time to get it off. Am I missing something here? And she was like, oh, well, did you have these clip things? And I'm like, what are those? She was like, these, you just put them on, you know, soak your hands for like a minute or two and then it's off. I was like, no, I didn't know that was a thing. And then 2 years later, I found out these were a thing, like this summer. Stop. So, yeah. Anyway, the clips are a thing. I feel like every stylist should be like, this is how you take it off. Oh yes, by the way, I am not a stylist. Okay, so that took it down to the brown, and then this is like the third layer. Because the leaf, I doubled it. Oh, it's really stuck on there. Yeah, so I guess we're about the same on this one. Hold it over. I don't know if this will go on now. Ow, it's pinching me. It's like so tight. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then on my thumbs, I'll do this one versus the old Color Street, because this is the new one and it doesn't say bergamot tea oil. But this definitely feels like it has oil in it, so it might have an oil under fragrance, because fragrance can be like 3,000 different things. I don't know how manufacturers get around this and they don't have to list exactly what it is, but they don't. There's lots of different things considered fragrance, so I don't think I set another timer. Let's see where we're at. So we're down to the brown over the black. This honestly feels pretty dry to me. Okay. Oh, goodness. I feel like this one, I don't know, I feel like we're kind of in the same place. What do you think? It's kind of the same. This one is a little bit less. Okay, so now I'm going to do this one, and I'll do the old one, the one that I got in November. And I looked, my husband was like, well, the bottles are made by a different company because they have different, this one says Saigon or something, and this is just like a weird little pea, which that looks really familiar, but I don't remember what it is. And Saigon looks familiar too. I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere. And this one is still by the same one. It's still by Saigon. Store at room temperature. Huh. This one doesn't say store at room temperature. Wonder why. Does it say anything else? Do not use near open flame. 24 months. 24 months. I wonder what that's supposed to be. I'm not sure what that is. Do you guys know what that is? Can you see that? I don't know. If you know what it is, you can tell me. Obviously, this one is flammable. Oh, another thing that just drives me nuts. These are a 2, you guys, and these are a 2. And the yogurt containers are a 5. So where I live, is this the old one? So this is the old one, and this is Mineral Fusion. By old, I mean I got it in like last year in November when they were having like the buy one get one. Okay, so guys, yogurt containers are a 5. Where I live, there's recycling, and they will come and pick it up for you. No, they don't pick it up, sorry. You have to take it, but they only let you recycle 1s and 2s where I live. Now up further north of me, and like way off to the side of the state, there's a huge city called Seattle, and in Seattle, they recycle everything. We went up there for a couple days. I went to some museums and stuff, and yeah, like you either compost or recycle everything. The only thing you throw away is things that can't be recycled or composted, and anything that has a recycle symbol on it, you can recycle. And even some of the places where we went, like coffee shops and stuff, would have compostable containers for like your coffee or to eat out of, or forks and silverware that are plastic were compostable. And they would have places where you could put garbage and places where you could put compost. Not that anybody seemed to follow those, but maybe they were confused. I don't know. We went up to Seattle before COVID, and I don't think that was a thing back then. But I'm really glad to see people recycling, because, you know, we're going to fill up the oceans with garbage, and we're just going to live in a garbage heap pretty soon. So, but here they only recycle 1s and 2s, and they have to be in a bottle. So if the bottle says 3, or actually I don't think I've ever seen 3, 5 or 7 or whatever, you can't recycle it here. It's garbage. So these manufacturers are like, oh yeah, we can put our highly, you know, caustic things in this bottle, which is a 2, but the manufacturers are like, we need a 5 or whatever. Okay, let's see where we at. I did 4. That's pretty good. Now remember, this had less layers than my middle 2 fingers had, and my pinky, because my pinky I kind of screwed up on, and it had more layers. Okay, so that one still has a little bit of brown. Did I fold this one? No, I just put it back. And this is supposed to be this color. Wait, did I mix up the colors? I'm sorry, guys. I lost the colors. Because that's obviously like that. Sorry. I'm feeling better, but I'm still not 100%. my nose is still like super stuffy, so usually I just sit and like watch a video while I do this. Okay. So it's really goopy, but it's not coming off yet. So that's pretty goopy too. Oh my goodness. It's like, we don't put glue in our fingernails polish strips. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to use another one, like I will on those, because it's just not, I can feel them drying out. I think that these just really evaporate quickly. I was getting into a drawer or closing a drawer or something and I wasn't paying attention, and my drawers have these like soft close drawers, which you think, oh, that's awesome, right? Well, it is, unless your fingers are in the way, because they continue to close even when the things are in the way. And I'm not sure what happened there, because yeah, I wonder if it wasn't like pushed down or something, because it came off right there. Okay, so there you go. I think it's all of it. So I'm gonna take my old stuff that I think works the fastest, but I guess there wasn't like a super noticeable amount, right? Between any of it, even between the old and the Mineral Fusion. But when I did this with Mineral Fusion, when I first got it, there was a difference. It was about 1.5 times faster. And when I have my strips on, if I have like lifting or bubbles that I cannot get out with heat, I will take this one, because it doesn't, I've tried it with this and it like just completely destroyed it. It like just melted all off. I will take this one with a paintbrush, and I just dip the paintbrush in here and like kind of brush it off so that there's not excess, and then I put it on right here, or I like swipe it right here, and it will like run down the sides of my nail, just enough to do that. And it gives a really nice seal. But I did try doing it with Color Street, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, like it was a disaster. Like I almost destroyed my nail. Sometimes I use a cuticle pusher when I do that, but honestly, you have to be really careful. You have to like let it dry a little bit, not completely, but a little bit. You can also use top coat to do it, but I found sometimes it still doesn't work with top coat. So, and sometimes even after I take off my nail polish, I still have like a clear residue, and it could be my strengthener, because I do use a strengthener, or it could be the glue. I have to go back off and take it off again with this. I use the tea bag trick. That's why these look so weird, because I don't know how I did it, but this nail, I caught it on something and it cracked like all the way up here. So it was so bad, and I was like, ugh, better be something about that. So yeah, anyway. Conspiracy theory though, with Mineral Fusion and Color Street, I feel like if they were really gonna do that, like why did they have all their stylists using Mineral Fusion? Because it seemed like everybody did it. Before Color Street came out with their thing, like my stylist would give me like little mini bottles of this in prizes and stuff. And I feel like, well, if they were doing that, like shouldn't they have had little mini bottles of Color Street remover that stylists could give out as prizes, like little 2-ounce bottles, right? See, this is dry now. It gets like stuck to your fingers, and you get glitter everywhere if it's glitter. So yeah, anyway, there was way too many layers. I love the sub box. I love the colors over black or brown, but honestly, like putting all of those layers on top of each other, I should have waited like a day. I should have done 2 layers and waited a day and then did it again. See, this one I broke 2. It like broke like right there. And my husband is so sweet. He'll like put the glue on for me while I try to hold the tea bag. My husband is wonderful. I love my husband so much. Not just for that, for lots of things. He's very, very indulgent with my color street addiction. It's okay, he has a Lego addiction and video game addiction. But there are worse things to be addicted to than color street and video games, right? So I'll do my nails and he'll play his video games. It's all good. Okay. So tell me what you think. If you have both or new and old, this is the new one. Let me know. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you think they smell different. I like got my nose right up to the bottle and smelled it. I don't recommend that. I feel like my brain cells were lost doing that. And then I had a headache afterwards. But I'm very sensitive to smell. So the nuances of it, I probably could have been one of those like smeller people that smell things for businesses or for companies that make stuff. But I probably couldn't have done it actually, because I probably would have died doing that. I broke this one. This one has a tea bag too and glue, because I broke it opening a bathroom door. And this one I had to use the tea bag trick twice because it was like a week and then it like came off again. Like it cracked back up through my fingernail polish. It didn't hurt or anything. I was just like, oh, I have a crack in my nail polish. And then I looked at it like this and I was like, oh, let's fix that. So off that nail polish came. And I kind of like changing it every 3 to 4 days, like honestly. I put the mani that I had on like on Saturday, I think. Or maybe Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my phone when I took pictures. But I uploaded it later because of scheduling, and it took a really long time to upload, and then it like uploaded and then it turned to HD. So I was like, okay, this is like 2 hours or something, or 3 hours to like get it finally done and ready to go. And I did edit that one because there was multiple videos where I stopped so that it wasn't like 3 hours of me putting on nail polish. Okay, thanks for joining me. I will talk to you later.